What's up, y'all? This is Lost in Seattle, and we had to talk about this because this is touching home at this point.
Hey, in the great state of North Carolina.
We might be lost in Seattle, but we born in North Carolina. So, Biden announced a door-to-door program to, I don't want to use the word force, but to push vaccination on people.
Educate, that's what it's saying.
To educate people on vaccination. I don't know how much more education you need. You know where it's at. You know where to get it. You know what it is. You coming to my front door is intimidation more than anything. But anyway.
Even Uber was offering free rides. Metro's offering free transportation for it.
It tells you how we think people are, where they believe they need to hold your hand to go to the back. Oh, you're not taking it because you're stupid. Not because you don't want to. It's because you're stupid. You need to tell you to take it.
They know people are not taking it because they don't want to, but they're trying to go to your door to intimidate you.
So, like I said, it has officially, I'm pretty sure it's not the first state, but North Carolina has officially started the door-to-door program. So we're going to go ahead and play the video, show you this crazy shit.
Right now, though, talking about the COVID vaccine could be coming right to your doorstep. Starting today, the Mecklenburg County Health Department launched a new Doses to Doors program. Health Department workers giving out.
And they went straight to niggas.
Hey, that's what I was about to say. Throughout this whole video, it was nothing but black people they were talking to. They didn't talk to no white people.
Shots right there at your front door. This is part of an urgent push to make getting vaccinated easy. And we can tell you this new program started this morning in West Charlotte. We knew a few people who took advantage of it. WCNC Charlotte's.
How don't we see this? They basically saying the reason why, and it's so many narratives. They said that black people are taking it. Then they said the lowest are taking it because they don't have access. So it seems like the narrative that black people are taking this vaccine is false. That clearly y'all keep targeting this one group. They must be the ones that ain't taking it the most. So much so that you feel the need to go to their front door now and harass them.
They say that only 60%? No, did he change it to 70%?
He said he needed 75% or 70% of the country.
So black people are only 13% of the population. So that would leave 87%.
Yeah.
So we don't even need us to take the vaccine.
Why are you focusing on niggas?
Chloe Leshner explains how this first day went.
There are many different reasons why half of the population in Mecklenburg County still hasn't been vaccinated.
And I haven't been vaccinated yet because I didn't have the convenience to get around to getting there.
Bullshit. You didn't take that vaccination because you didn't want to take it. Talking about you didn't have the convenience. But they were offering free Uber rides, and that's to push that narrative.
I don't even think he took that shit. They paid him to say that.
That's to push that narrative. The reason why people haven't taken it is because they can't get to the place. Stop it. Now they come to your front door.
It took for this West Charlotte man to roll up his sleeve was the health department and medical director, Dr. Meg Sullivan, bringing it directly to his door.
It's a little bit more flexibility for me now. I don't have to worry about in the next 2 weeks. Worrying about, who got the disease or who I may be around that have it.
But so many others are hesitant or don't trust it. It's why volunteers with Action NC are going door to door to give the facts on the shots.
It's not confrontational. It's not like you've got to get the shot, but our whole job is to dispel those type of myths.
You're a wicked
betrayer.
Negro. Treason.
This is treasonous. Why do you think these people in this entire news segment about door-to-door started in the neighborhood of people that look like you? They're only 13% of the whole population of the country. So imagine what the population is of that state of North Carolina.
Need to get your ass whooped.
This is shit I'm talking about.
Rumors and things.
And sometimes a conversation.
Take your time and think about it.
Leads to the choice to get protected. Now the volunteers can guarantee it gets done. Health department workers close by with shots, removing barriers and making it so simple it's hard to pass up.
But we're hoping this will switch from just getting a commitment to getting an actually shot in the arm.
You ain't getting no commitment from me. Yeah, damn sure ain't getting no shot in the arm from me.
All right, I want to show y'all this. They literally chased the man down this is a video from Argentina, and they literally chased him down to force him to get it. Watch this.
Lo van a lastimar.
I'm not laughing at that.
It's not funny.
I'm not laughing at that because that could be coming here very soon.
The man is on the roof. They chased him up the. These are medical. They chased him onto the roof.
Okay, this is when you gotta stay scrapped. Listen, somebody gonna die with me. We going down. I'm taking 2 or 3 out.
Please don't use that word. Please, we want this one to actually reach the audience.
Pero sí no lo van a bajar. Así como
the judge told.
Now look at this. Now this one right here is even worse. So a dude who's in court.
Don't tell me he was black.
He was black. He was offered basically either take the shot or get longer probation.
Longer probation.
How is that legal? That shouldn't even be. What is my medical? That shouldn't even be possible to do that. There has to be some type of something against him doing the judge doing that.
The judge told him he'd give him the 5-year max unless he got a COVID-19 vaccine. With the shot, Latham said his probation would be cut down considerably to just 1 year.
What? Listen.
That's a lawsuit.
Listen. You mean to tell me that a judge will give you a 5-year maximum probation
if you
don't get a shot, but he'll bring it all the way down to a year if you do?
Which means you didn't do shit.
Exactly. It also means you probably shouldn't be on probation, but it also shows how much they want you to take that. Listen,
so this is what they're gonna start doing to niggas in the courtroom is offering them
or get longer sentence. I mean, even in Seattle, they just did the drawing for the $1 million winner for the vaccine thing. If you took a vaccine, you all entered into a $1 million lottery. Seattle, I think Cleveland, New York, all these, they're giving you $1 million chances if you take it.
Which means you shouldn't be.
Now we know at this point they're hitting a wall at this point. About half the country has taken it. The other half, if you ain't took it yet, you don't want it.
Or half of the country has taken at least one shot.
Yeah,
they haven't
right.
gone back for the second one.
So half the country haven't taken none. So now they got to try to find a way to get you to take it. And we saw a woman go on CNN and say, a woman go on, what's her name? A medical professional named Wynn. She went on television and said, we need to make life harder for unvaccinated Americans. We'll get to that.
In the moment, Latham agreed. Now his terms of probation state he must get the shot and provide proof to the probation department.
He has your future in his hands. Do you feel that's an overstep?
I feel like it is an overstep, especially when he asked me would I get it, and I said I really don't want to get it.
I spoke with Judge Fry by phone. He tells me of the 3 cases in which he ordered COVID-19 vaccinations. None of the offenders said they had a religious or medical objection. He said this is him doing his part to inch the community closer to herd immunity.
Do you hear what he said?
You can't do that.
He just basically said they didn't object to it, but you told him to get a longer sentence. What do you mean? That's wicked as hell.
Are people slow?
No, the reason why the dudes who didn't know, Travis, they're not slow. The judge is telling them, you don't have to take it, but I'm gonna give you the max sentence.
Then that's when I tell my lawyer, is that legal?
Ain't nobody saying nothing illegal about it.
It's illegal. You can't do that.
We saying it's illegal, but it's probably not. Knowing them, it's probably not. So now, see, this is the CNN medical analyst, Wynn. She said, life needs to be hard for unvaccinated Americans. This is what she had to say. Wynn, the former Planned Parenthood president.
That's a red flag right there. She's Planned Parenthood, sacrificing kids.
And she's, you see, we're not gonna say what ethnicity
she's Asian.
She's some Asian, some type of Asian. The former Planned Parenthood president said, so now we have this Delta variant that is much more contagious. Because it's more contagious, it's going to be even harder for us to reach herd immunity. We're going to have to vaccinate at an even higher proportion of people to get there. What happens then if we end up having another variant developing that's even more contagious? That could cause more disease, that could evade the protection of our immune system. She added, so how quickly can we get this under control? And which way we depend on what we do now to overcome disinformation. What we really need to do at this point is to make vaccination an easy choice. Now, she went on to say, If you want to opt out, you have to sign these forms, get twice weekly testing. Basically, we want to make getting vaccinated an easy choice. That is what it's going to take for us to actually end the pandemic.
So what's more selfish? People wanting you to take vaccines just so they can go to quote unquote movie theaters and go into restaurants and eat and be social, or people who actually don't want to take the vaccine because they actually have concerns about it? What's more selfish?
Well, now they're saying that. Here's another thing they're saying now. They're saying that unvaccinated people are actually costing the country money because vaccines are being left on shelves, not being used, costing money. They're saying that we're forced to have lockdowns longer. Saying that unvaccinated people are costing the country money.
So what's more selfish? To force people to get something they don't want to get because you want to go out and be social.
Pretty much.
You accuse the unvaccinated people of being selfish because you want to go out in the world and interact and do what you want to do.
Well, I think a lot of those people who say stuff like that that's not even what it is. I think a lot of them just cheat. They're saying what people say on TV. And then we saw the White House respond to all the backlash they're getting, mainly from Republicans, or at least publicly from Republicans. But I think there's a lot of citizens that ain't Republican and that would agree, don't come knocking on my damn door talking about no vaccine. But the White House been going, attacking them for talking about it, saying it's disinformation and all that other stuff. But it literally is what they said it would be. They come to your front door, harassing you. They try to make it seem like they knock. Do you want to get a vaccine? No. Why not? Because I don't want it. Try to shut your door.
So at that point, when you say you don't want to get the vaccine, then here come the manipulation and the coercing you into because if you don't want the vaccine, they have to explain to you.
Now it's almost comparable to Jehovah's Witnesses. They come to your door and knock.
All the damn Mormons.
Exactly, and you get a chance to no and shut your door, but they can keep knocking. So is this a part of that now? They can come to your front door and harass you.
So there needs to be. So if you come to my door and you say, do you want the vaccine?
And I say no. Leave.
Do you want information on the vaccine? No. There should be no questions. Well, why don't you?
We know that ain't happening though. There's somebody else to come. Hey man, you listen to us for 5 minutes. Can we talk to you?
Get the fuck.
Goof them up. So yeah, but something else. Now this was out in L.A. I'm gonna show y'all this video of something that happened out in L.A. when they came to people's front door.
Do you see the sign says "Do not disturb"? Do you see that? Do you see that? It says "Do not disturb."
Oh, okay.
Who are you? Who are you? How did you get in this building? How did you get in this building? Who are you? What are you doing here?
We are looking for the making appointment for the vaccine. Are you recording?
But who let you in this building? I'm with the news media, so I'm just letting you know you don't have a right to be in this building asking people. It's a violation of people's HIPAA rights.
Okay, get out.
You don't have a right to be here. You get out of this building now. You're violating people's privacy rights. Get out. Get out now.
Yep, it's a violation of your HIPAA rights. They are not supposed to ask you about your medical information
unless you voluntarily give it to them.
That's why Biden,
they try to go back on it. Like, oh, we're not saying you have to. Da, da, da.
You shouldn't be asking at all, though.
Which makes it. I'm just saying, shouldn't that make vaccine passports illegal?
Exactly.
I'm forced to give my medical history.
This is pretty much turning into China.
Yeah.
There was a show on Netflix, remember, where they did your credit score.
What's the name of that damn show?
You were judged by your credit score. If a person didn't like you or you did something wrong, they could literally make your credit score go down. So is that why Wells Fargo is getting rid of the credit line for your credit score? Because eventually you're going to be judged based on...
Now, they got a new card they're bringing out. Now, this is a pastor explaining why he got the vaccine. And once again, if you choose to get it, that's your business. I'm just saying.
As a pastor, what I teach and preach is that part of what we do is fellowship. And what fellowship really means, in the context in which we see it in the Bible, is that it means that we roll up our sleeves, we get down in the trenches, not just in the great times with people, but more importantly in those uncertain times, in the bad times, in the times they need support. And this was a time that my parishioners needed support. So how I overcame my hesitancy was I asked a lot of questions, and because I wanted to show them that I was not just simply going to pray for them, I was not simply going to be a pastor that was only aware. I was going to be a pastor that was going to combine awareness with responsibility, and I wanted to be an advocate for them, with them, and to be able to be a model for the rest of the congregation. So that's why I chose to get the vaccine.
So you chose to get a vaccine to convince your congregation to get a vaccine. You will pay more than likely. And that's me making an assumption. That's alleged. But come on. We see TD Jakes out here and all these others pushing it. We know what's going on.
Looking like a damn billy goat.
Pockets getting fat. So yeah. That's who your leaders of your community are, the pastors. And look what they're doing. Turning the churches into damn vaccine centers.
All for that mighty dollar.
You want to go to church, talk about the Bible, the scriptures, the good book, and they bring in needles in there saying, hey, you should be vaccinated.
We ain't gonna be able to have a church service next week if y'all don't get these vaccines.
What? Well, all right, the Lord is with me all the time. But you know,
you can do it in your house.
But yeah, that's they really are doing this. Unfortunately, you have people that, like, again, they see people in front of them, you know, hey, you should take it, and they just get tired of seeing people in their face. Once again, it is harassment. It is harassment. You cannot just come on my property and ask me about my medical. What's going on? I'm just saying, if you get it, that's your business. But blank.
We had an aunt who was scared as hell, and then she was about to get it. Yeah. And then she said, I ain't getting that.
Yeah, I was on the phone with her. I could tell she was scared. And I said, calm down. It's okay. I don't know if she ended up getting it, but last I heard, she hadn't got it. My uncle, now he took it. And when I told him,
a previous used to be a pastor.
He used to be a pastor. He fell off the wagon.
He
backslid. I still love him, but he got the vaccine. I was on the phone with him. I said, the FDA, it has not actually approved the vaccine. It has approved it under the emergency, but it's not actually approved yet. And he was like, he got quiet. I said, but it's gonna be okay, because I couldn't let him just leave him like that. He was quiet. I was like, calm down, it's okay. But yeah, so
that conversation went totally different with me. You got it. Tough luck.
But yeah, man, they coming to your front door now.
I'm waiting for I'm just waiting for them at work to say, we're now making it mandatory that you have to. I'm be like, 2 weeks notice.
I got to go. Got to go.
A Negro he wanted to go to Hawaii. In order to go to Hawaii, you have to take a vaccine, because what happens is, if you don't take the vaccine, when you get there, you gotta quarantine for 14 days. Hawaii, crazy. This is mandatory. And you know why it's because they know that is a hot spot for people to go
tourists,
to.
Yeah,
that's a hot spot.
Yep.
Make you if you don't get a vaccine, then you have to stay in your hotel room for 14 days, and then after 14 days, your trip is over.
I'm gonna have to go home.
Damn, I only paid for 3 days.
So I'm gonna ask to be late to get home.
So got the vaccine. I would have said, refund me my fucking money. I ain't taking this trip.
It is what it is, though. People, separation is happening, as it always is, and
I don't know how people don't see this country as becoming more and more of a communist country. I don't know how people don't see that.
Well, some people have been told certain things, and it is what it is. But anyway, man, they're coming to your door, knocking.
Kicking doors in. They're gonna have AR, AK-40. Everything gonna have everything.
But yeah, man, y'all be safe. Be good out there, and watch your dough. All praise to the Most High, and peace.